Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 62nd episode of Uchuu Kyoudai, or Space Brothers. And last episode, we actually had Hibito come down from outer space back to Earth safely. There were no issues with the landing system, the parachute, it all worked out just fine. So we had a happy reunion back down on Earth and it was great. So I hope the next time Hibito goes back up there, it's alongside Muta. I don't know when it will happen, but hopefully it does at some points in the somewhat near future. But you can't say for sure, so let's just get into it and see where we go. 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah, but you're still playing catch up. I believe you can. Yeah, back when they were kids filled with dreams. And Hibito became an astronaut and Muta became a car guy. Time sure flies, doesn't it? Oh yeah, that was something. Had Hibito's serious face. Cause that was pretty stressful. You know, not knowing for sure if you'll survive the landing. Can only imagine how much worry you would be filled with. But luckily, yeah, it all worked out. We could all breathe a sigh of relief as you safely descended to the ground. Especially Pico. Space travel's not easy, but it's definitely something that people can do that no other animal can, so. Cool enough to get him a moon rock. The moon rock, mine. You can't have it. I guess you can just do that, bring one back for your family. Yeah, you could probably evolve a Pokemon with it. Yeah, it's pretty valuable. I wonder how much somebody would pay for a moon rock. How much does that go for on auctions? I mean, yeah, there's a lot of them up there. But don't worry. You'll have your chance to go into space, Appa, someday. There was a pretty big gap between me watching episode 61 and watching this episode, so it's good to be back into it, you know. And I say pretty big gap. It was like a week or something, but. And just jump on over to the moon. All three of us. And back into it. Those who dream far. Yeah, that kid probably would have been pretty upset if the landing went poorly. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Yeah, he's a good kid, he knows. Yeah, of course, especially some of you. Especially some of you in particular. There was a rough time on that moon. I remember that Hibito scare. The whole Brian situation. Well, the situation where Brian helped. They're like, yeah, there's so many more people here on Earth than on the moon. Is something on your mind? Uh, yeah, it was quite a trip, so makes sense. So yeah, definitely I guess they're in worse shape than they let on. Oh wow, that's gotta be rough. Yeah, gotta be careful. Come back and suddenly have to deal with gravity again. Yeah, they were pretty terrifying. Never know what they might do. Yeah, oh, 45 days, damn. Yeah, it makes sense, you know. Gotta use Earth again. The show is definitely really in depth with the showcase what astronauts have to deal with. It's pretty cool. Yeah, they definitely did a good job of looking strong in front of others. Okay. Wow. Yeah, but Muta wants to be the leader, though. He is pretty much right behind him at this point. Oh, okay. I was just gonna say you would pass him, but that's good too. Actually got kind of chills there. Yes, you Uchuu Kyoudai, you. Yeah, it was alright. That's not fair. He just gets to ride a vehicle. Everybody else has to run. Not fair at all. We know what Muta's following as motivation. Uh, yeah, I guess he could probably chase that all day. Well said, Muta. Uh, got a good position. He even got a woman behind him, so. Oh, you're worried about Muta? Okay, so I guess we still haven't dealt with that yet. That's concerning. That's very concerning. But yeah, you probably should tell him whatever you need to tell him. I would love some. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, could you move this dog? He's a lot heavier than usual. Oh, yeah. I got a big cat, and I know how it can feel when they stand on your chest like that. I can imagine how much worse it would be, in his condition. My cat's right there. So Monty did say something? Yeah, we definitely noticed. So what do you want to talk about here? No, I didn't think it was. So what exactly should Muta be preparing for? Oh. That's not good. You're not talking about the Hibito thing, are you? The sluggishness? Oh. Okay. So someone they both know? Guess that's why he's worried about the parents. So yeah, that's very troubling. But it's just sickness, not... So they should be able to get better though, right? Depending on the sickness, I guess. It's just too vague to really gather much from. But still, very worrying. Yes. Okay. So, cool. She might be involved in things now. Yeah, customs. Nobody likes dealing with customs. Should head over to Houston. Yeah, I bet. A couple astronauts we definitely gotta say hi to. So yeah, we're still doing that moon telescope thing, I see. Man's got quite a beard. That would be difficult. That would be difficult. Quiet class, okay. Huh. Okay. Very good idea. Okay. Let's get to work. Yeah, which makes more sense. It'd be difficult to transport a telescope to the moon of any decent size without a lot of difficulty. Yeah, Einstein. Well, yeah, primarily robots, but We would need somebody to be able to, you know. We want to have at least one person there to watch over things. It's always a serious concern. Well, no. So do we have a response to that, or? Okay. That'd be pretty cool. It is a project worth funding, you know. Gotta do it for him. Yeah, we can only go so far. For now. So does that convince you guys? Has your imagination been piqued? Houston Ellington airports. Welcome to Houston. Well then. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, it's rough, but I'm sure we can do it if we have to. It's required to become an astronaut. Yeah. I guess we did kind of see Hibito doing that before, didn't we? Gotta be pretty fun to break the sound barrier. You gotta stay awake long enough. Might need Muta stay with us. Well, he's got a lot to worry about, you know. Yeah, very understandable. But who, though? Why can't you be more specific, Amonte? My fortune telling and stuff sucks so much because it never, so it's always too vague to be all that useful. Well, she noticed that. Well, you know, talking to somebody very important on the phone. Sarika, this is pretty funny, pretty cute. Very subtle. Yeah, she's here. Yeah, you could say that. Well, maybe you shouldn't have been hanging around, huh? Yeah, she's not gonna bite you over the phone. There she is, on the phone. Yeah, she's pretty big fan, it seems. Yeah, I feel very happy for Sarika. I'm sure he has. Title drop of a different anime. But yeah, I was thinking the same thing a few seconds ago. That it could be Sharon. Oh, that's not good. That didn't sound good at all. Hopefully that's nothing. Don't scare us like that. It was not cool. Okay, can't wait for them to all meet up. Yeah, it's not a good sign. I think it very well could be her that Amanti's referring to. Well, that far, probably not, if it has a case. Well, now I'm worried about Sharon. I'm very worried. But I am glad she's part of the story, like in a more direct way now. Really trying to push for that telescope on the moon plan we've talked about for a while. And they were all for the plan until they realized how over budget it would be. Then like, well, I mean, let's like ahead of ourselves. I mean, how important is this really? But then she explained to them the importance of imagination and viewing the possibilities of the future with this project succeeding. And I think we may have got through it with them. Stretching. Beyond. To infinity and beyond. Okay. That was the 62nd episode of Space Brothers. And this episode, we got to see kind of the toll that the moon can take on astronauts. Like, because they go up there, they spend an extended period of time in a place with much lower gravity, and then they come back to Earth in a pretty rough, rough flight. And then suddenly, boom, they now have to deal with this much heavier gravity, and it's difficult, I already kind of knew the basics of that whole concept of, astronauts having to adjust when they come back. But yeah, I mean, it seems pretty rough. Like, they had to really push themselves to not kind of just collapse right then and there in front of their, family and loved ones and all that. But once they got in the medical vehicle, and they just laid down in bed and they kind of stayed there. So they got a long road of rehabilitation ahead of them. That's pretty rough. So yeah, being an astronaut's clearly not all glamorous. There's definitely a lot of rough parts, and that's one of them. So being an astronaut, not something you should decide lightly because a lot goes into it, you know. So it just, yeah, like I said in that part of the reaction, I am glad that the show does go as in depth as it does and into seeing what it takes to become an astronaut and what it's like to be one, you know. So the show really delivers to showcase that, and I think it really delivers on that. So pretty cool. Let's see. But yeah, the other big thing of the episode was Amonte's premonition about Muta that in fact was not the sickness that he had to deal with before. That's not what it was. It's going to be somebody close to him that's going to be suffering a sickness that also Hibito knows. So that's now something that Muta's really worrying about. So, and judging by the way the episode ended, that very well could be Sharon unless they're trying to fake us out, but I don't see who else it could really be. Sharon's just kind of the perfect candidate to be the one in that premonition there. So that's concerning. That's definitely concerning. Hopefully it's nothing too bad, whatever she gets, if she is the one. So yeah, apparently we also have to learn how to pilot. That's that one thing as part of being an astronaut. Which I guess I kind of knew that before, but I kind of forgot. But yeah, because Hibito did fly those things before, so I guess that's the stage where we're at now. And Sharon did give her pitch to everyone, so it seemed like they were on her side by the end of it, so hopefully we can get the funding for that project, because it's a good project. A lot of good can come from it. I think we should do it, so hopefully they do as well. And Sarika, yeah. That part was cute. I like that part. Sarika, she's a big fan of Sharon. You know, we've known that for a decent amount of time. So she got pretty excited when Muta was just casually talking to her on the phone. Just kind of trying to subtly hang around so she can listen in on it. And Muta was nice enough to give her the phone so he could chat with her. And hopefully she gets to meet her in person soon enough, because she should be going over to Houston in the near future and be able to see them. So that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, the whole dropping the phone thing, that's very not a good sign. So, yeah. Yeah, that's all we got to say. Just hopefully everything works out as best it can. So, thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.